the ball. What you're going to have to find a way to do when you're playing against San Antonio in this lineup that they have out there is how to be able to penetrate. And you've got one more shooter on the floor when you got Aaron Holiday, because you got Turner who can make a three-point shot. You've got to penetrate and find the open guy.
Murray gets to the basket and lays it in. DeJounte Murray averaging 11 points per game.
He still said that he's going to be primarily the point guard, but he doesn't have to get it every single time. And he's comfortable filling his lane, just like he did really for a lot of the times with Milwaukee.
He missed it. When Victor just came through there, he's open. He can't miss that. They don't have anybody to guard him. Yeah, he had DeRozan on. There's no one to guard him.
For a three, he's fitted nicely as a three, but he can play inside as well.
No, he's the leading scorer on the team, and JJ, as we've all seen, he's a terrific defensive player, which I don't think anybody thought was going to be the case.
Pacers up 7-4 here early on. It's a home game for the Pacers in Orlando. Wearing the city uniforms this afternoon. The basket is good and a foul.
Another turnover there by Aaron Holiday.
Oh, nice block by Turner, but put in by Pirtle. Shot 48% on Sunday against Dallas, but they've gotten off to slow starts in each of the games. And what a move by Turner. Good with the Pacers team store.
And the team store is actually open 3 days a week, so I actually came inside a couple of weeks ago. Really enjoyed that and enjoy watching Aaron Holiday attack the basket.
Yeah, and we get some more Dan Burke TV one way or the other. We'll get it.
Marco Bellinelli is on the floor. Keldon Johnson for the Spurs, and the jumper by DeMar DeRozan.
Gamer stood out was Victor Oladipo was injured, and he was dealing with some swelling in his knee, but he came back at the end of that road trip. It was one of the best team wins of the season as Malcolm Brogdon.
So you can expect to see guys in a little more difficult position than they've been in.
Rudy Gay, the veteran, is in and hits the three. Jakar Sampson's had a couple of good games. Sets the screen for Justin Holiday, who lets the three fly, and he banks it in. It will be so interesting to see. You're going to see different camera angles like this one right here.
Well, you also see people with their favorite beverage. About Justin Holiday, normally in the right place at the right time.
How about the rebound?
I agree with you, because that's always going to be a concern when you play small. Pacers rebounded that one.
On Saturday, JJ, 6:30 pregame on Fox Sports Indiana.
Pacers Live pregame on the air. Every game of the seeding games will be on Fox Sports Indiana, and we'll have every pregame show 30 minutes prior.
Justin Holiday hit 4 threes in the first scrimmage in the win against Portland. He's hit 2 off the bench this afternoon. And that's dumped in by White. That's the last time they had a losing record. That allowed them to draft Tim Duncan.
Without a doubt.
Hey, what's this thing in McConnell's hair? He didn't have that before the break, did he? Yeah, but he didn't have it before the break, did he?
No, because he's let his hair grow.
Oh, so if he kept it, it'd be like Maravich. It'd be in his, there's another reference for people over 50.
Okay.
Rudy Gay for 3, no good, and the Pacers on the run. McConnell.
You got Justin Holiday if he'd wait.
And McDermott at the rim. Doug McDermott has his second field goal. 6 assists. He averaged 5 off the bench. And that's put in by Rudy Gay.
We deal with arthritis and gout all the time.
I'm sorry. I lost my head for a second.
And the basket good by Derek White, and a foul on T.J. McConnell. Oladipo, a 3-point shot in the first quarter. Brogdon also had a 3. Victor off the screen. Warren lets it fly and banks it in. That's the second banked-in 3 for the Pacers. At a 32-25 lead, Miles Turner had 6 points.
Good basketball there. Really good basketball. And it started with Victor.
Warren was trying to throw it back to Turner. And the Pacers, a 5th turnover, and a jump shot is good by Lonnie Walker.
To where the 8th and 9th teams are there. And Chris, if you're the 9th place team, as you know, you'll have to win twice. If you're the 8th place team at the end and you're within 4 games.
Pacers overtime will restart on Saturday after the game.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. It is the world's greatest post-game radio show, because you guys have the world's greatest post-game TV show.
Taking a long time to get into the offense. Yeah, he's too little.
Brogdon counted, and a foul. Equality and a whole lot more. And as Malcolm has said, as all this has gone on, it's a marathon and not a sprint, and that's a dunk by Sam, you will. The voice of the Fever. You can watch Fever games on feverbasketball.com. In fact, they play tomorrow night against Phoenix. That's a nice move by DeRozan. No minute of the first half. Gay has hit 1 3 and now make it a second.
Those are the two. Basically, those are the 2 centers. COVID and the social issues and how what do you do to mentally prepare? What are your thoughts about the mental aspect as it relates to these guys?
To take advantage of the hot topic, which is the social injustices that have been going on for a number of years. I think there's a way to do both and use the basketball as a vehicle to shed some light on what's going on.
San Antonio has a 1-point lead. They've led by as many as 2. The Pacers by as many as 7. And that jumper is good by Murray. DeJounte Murray has 8.
Definitely times when I was alone for the most part. They were able to come and visit, but not there for the entire time. So there's a dramatic difference when they're not there the entire time.
Whether or not the Pacers make 3-point shots. Because you may be able to beat someone, but you're probably not going to get to the rim, so the shooters are going to have to make shots.
Staying on the perimeter, knowing when to go inside. I think one thing that he's really made great advancement in is the shot fake and getting to the rim.
It's gone ice cold in this third quarter. And now they trail by a game-high 8 at 72-64 as Pirtle gives San Antonio a 10-point lead.
Attack the paint and draw multiple defenders. Those 3-point shots will get a little bit easier and they will start to fall.
And Pirtle gets behind the defense again for his second field goal of the half.
For sure, Domas has been a mainstay for this team, playing through him, as I mentioned, whether it's in the post or DHOs on the perimeter. Now, with 4 guards basically out there, you got to figure out a way to manufacture quality looks.
They all have a chance and they all play each other, Quinn. That's what's going to be interesting.
Well, you got some with better chances than others. With Sacramento, they're trying to figure out their line.
And then go out and do your job is definitely a challenge, and it takes much more mental fortitude than anything physical.
Pacers had a real shot there, but turned it over. Now in transition, Bellinelli.
Can't leave him open.
August 14th is when they're scheduled in quotes. They're scheduled to move in August 14th, and we'll see if that holds up.
I don't think that's.
I think you're going to have to bring it.
I don't think that's an option.
No, bring your own.
Exactly. This has been fun. I appreciate you guys having me.
And the final 12 minutes of scrimmage play, and then we get it going for real on Saturday.
He mishandled that and still was able to capture it to make the shot.
Pacers down 5. Bellinelli a threat from anywhere. Gay's shot is good at the buzzer, and San Antonio has a 7-point lead. Hear him on Pacers Radio. You see him here on Pacers TV. Pat Boylan is with us and bringing in just as Pacers Radio 10-7 to the Fan. You had the host of the first edition of the restart of Pacers Weekly, and you and Jeremiah Johnson have also been busy with the Sideline Guys pod.
The part about the social justice issue for people who lived it is trying to share it and not to make people feel guilty about it. Jolt for you.
Greg Smith, Emily Wright, Brian Rogat, Rich Gears, Gary Joe, Flip Rice, Chris Patton, and Sean Mollett from Innovative Edit as Jakob Pirtle has it knocked away by both Oladipo and Justin Holiday.
Well, he got it swatted by Justin Holiday. Really nice to see a little explosion there by Victor to get by Pirtle.
Of 6 behind the arc. Shot it so well on Sunday against Dallas. You saw him talking to...
No.
Oh, he threw it up and in. He was going to try to go get it.
He was going to go get it. I said no as soon as I saw him throw it that way because he was really going to throw it up there and then go try to catch it.
And Oladipo right back at it.
He turned away from the double team.
17 points and 10 rebounds for Miles Turner, and DeRozan hits the jumper.
Who that, by the way, was on the seat of his pants there moments ago.
And McDermott, yeah.
And look at Philadelphia tape. Look at some of this tape, because you got to be solid defensively. Pacers playing against Philadelphia.
For the most part, they've had a couple going through a medical protocol where they're kind of getting a little bit of a late start. Their rookie, in fact, just got in the wubble a few days ago, and we'll see if she goes on Wednesday. So green until you've followed all the procedures, you can't even get into practice. It's remarkable. You would have thought they've been working on this for years.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's what makes this whole thing remarkable. Goodness, was he on fire again?
Pacers will finish 2-1 in the scrimmages. San Antonio 1-2 as the Spurs beat the Pacers this afternoon 118-111.